Welcome to the Bahamas Basketball Federation big announcement. Today we are very fortunate to announce that our men's national basketball team is headed to the Olympics. Now you might ask exactly how, but there will be a series of qualifying games. Some will be played here in the Bahamas and other games will be played in respective countries. The countries are divided into four pools. Pool A, the countries in Pool A are Uruguay, Argentina, Paraguay, and Panama. In Pool B, the countries are Venezuela, Chile, Brazil, Colombia. Pool C, the countries are Mexico, Puerto Rico, USA, and Cuba. And in Pool D, the Bahamas is in that pool along with US Virgin Islands, Canada, and Dominican Republic. The way this format is arranged, each pool rather, will have three countries representing or advancing, depending on the nature of the game and who win the games actually. And with regard to the Bahamas will be playing a game in November the 24th against Canada, in Canada, and then we return home in the Bahamas to play the home game here against the U.S. Virgin Islands. The beauty of this whole arrangement is that for the first time ever, I can say, that we were able to bring in all of our players from around the world. We will fly them in, put them up, provide accommodations for them, and so we are very optimistic that this format will suit us very well. And as I said earlier, the first step is to make it to the World Games, which will be held in China in 2019. And then once we do well there, we'll then hopefully move on to the Olympics. And now I want to take this opportunity to ask the Minister to be so kind to make a few remarks.
Thank you very much. Let me first congratulate the Basketball Federation and all of the Bahamian athletes who are in fact competing on behalf of their country, and I want to express on behalf of the government as well as the people of the Bahamas appreciation to all of the athletes who are coming in from their various responsibilities around the world, and those athletes that are here in the Bahamas. We have a unique opportunity to qualify for the World Games in 2019 in China, and then to qualify for the Olympics in Japan in 2020. I believe that the Bahamas has a stellar record of competing at the highest level in basketball in various leagues around the globe. So the athletes that are competing over the course of the next few months, they are standing on the shoulders of a number of basketball giants from the Bahamas who played a role not only on the court, competing for the Bahamas and being excellent ambassadors, but they played an incredible role in the community, mentoring hundreds of Bahamian athletes in general, basketball players in particular. And so we're excited about this opportunity. I'd like to appeal to the corporate community to come on board and play a role in the making of history. The government of the Bahamas is contributing financially to this effort, but our resources alone will not be sufficient to assist our team in doing something that is going to be quite remarkable. And so we're appealing to the corporate community to partner with the government and the Federation in ensuring that our athletes come home, that they train, that they travel to the away games, and that they also come and participate in the games that will be held right here in this gymnasium. And so once again, congratulations to the Federation for the remarkable work, and thank you to the athletes for their sacrifice. We want the Bahamian public to come out in record numbers to support history in the making.
Thank you, Minister. I'll now turn the microphone over to Mr. Mario Boleg, who's wearing two hats as coach and the first vice president of the Bahamas Basketball Federation.
Good evening, Bahamas. Once again, I would like to reiterate the words of the Minister. For public sponsors to please come on board and help the Bahamas make history in the making. The time is now. We need you, the Bahamas. We need you. This can be the first time that the Bahamas will be able to place a team discipline in the Olympics. And I am very confident as head coach of the Bahamas national basketball team, being assisted by Kevin Johnson, Wade Watson, and Norris Payne, that we have the tools, the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding that will be able to lead the Bahamas to the first world qualifying competition and advance to the Olympics. The best players that we have out there in this day and time has already made the commitment that they will come home and represent this country. But it cannot be done unless the corporate world out there is able to assist and sponsor us. The team has been practicing for over a few months now. We started from the summer. We've done some intense training. Guys were home and have left, and those who are still home now, we are continuing to train. And so in order for this to happen, the team, the players, the coaches, and the administration of the Federation strongly believe this is our time. And it cannot happen unless we get the finances necessary to make this happen. Yes, we do have the Buddy Hill. Yes, we do have the Andre. And we have Mr. Roll, and all these other guys who wants to come and represent the country. But it cannot be done unless we can get them home and put them up and treat them the way they need to be treated as they want to represent our country. The Bahamas, the time is now. We need you. And we need corporate sponsors. As the Minister said, the government financial assistance alone cannot take us to the Olympics. This is not the Federation team. This is the Bahamas team. And only the Bahamas can help us get to the Olympics. So corporate sponsors, we need you. We ask you once again to get on board and assist us. We can put your names on our jerseys. We can put your names on many things. You can get a spot on the floor. However you may be, these games will be televised internationally and nationally. And so your names will be spread around the world. We need you to come and assist us, as history is in the making. And I'm sure you, this history will come to pass once the funding is there. When the guys look among themselves and see that most of them are in their prime as far as age is concerned, and looking at the other nations now, for example, the U.S. Virgin Islands have finished fourth in the Tournament of Americas just recently, knowing that these teams that we played with and have been able to defeat, then we're not having our best. So it's very easy for them to look at it and say, hey, looking at the regions of America, which is the toughest region in the world, and knowing what we got now comprised of all the other teams in the region, and during these times, the windows of the games, that we are in a better position than most countries. All of our players who play in France, Europe, China, wherever they may be, as willing, and has decided that they will be home. The Buddy Heels and the Tum Tum Man and those guys will be playing in June and July, and they promise me, unless they are in the NBA Finals, they will be home, because they, just like me, the Minister, and Mr. Charles Robbins, the President, believe that if we take this opportunity now and get these guys on the floor, the Olympic will be, the Bahamas will be played, I can guarantee you, in 2020 Olympics.
One of the concerns, I guess, prior has been a bit about injuries insurance. Is that something you guys addressed?
Well, we didn't even have to address that because FIBA addressed it themselves. FIBA has decided that they will take care of the entire contract of a player overseas if he's injured. So a player who may be playing overseas for whichever club he's playing with, if he got injured, FIBA will be paying the contract. That means whatever is left on his contract, they will play out. They will take care of his insurance to ensure that he is, rehab at the proper manner. And with that, there should be no player around the world, if you are free and you love your country, that doesn't want to come and represent your country at this time, because everything is taken care of. And the minister assured me the guys will be treated as professional as they are.
So on that note, we have a lot of people that leave on national, came up, they get cut from work, and then when they come back, sometimes lose their job. Is there anything in place now to make sure that will not happen in the future?
But in all cases where athletes identify what the constraints are, what the issues are, we work with the federation and the employers to work on those issues. I don't think there's a blanket thing you're able to do. You have to do it on a case-by-case basis.
Thank you.
Thank you.